Good morning! It's a bit quiet today.
It's very bright.
So, today's topic
Is
Are we now?
someone's blinding me. Presentation. Is presentation important?
Okay.
So, presentation of your business, of your brand, of yourself. So, for example, is it important that you go to business meetings all suited and booted, or is it acceptable to rock up in a scruffy pair of jeans and a t-shirt with your breakfast all down it? That might be a bit extreme, but you get the gist.
Totally. Do you know, I remember once, and if you watch these videos, you'll know who I'm talking about. I'm not saying that these particular people aren't very good at what they do, but I remember being at a breakfast meeting and this person stood up, and they're supposedly an inspiration person. And they got up and they'd got all the breakfast down the front of the t-shirt, the shirt, all down there. I think they'd slept halfway through the breakfast meeting as well, and it's just like, they're not really inspiring. Now, again, I'm not judging them. I'm not saying that they're not good at what they do. I mean, I know people who say they are, but no names. No names. Does it make a difference? Does jeans and t-shirt compared to a suit make a difference?
I think it's really dependent on what you do, isn't it?
It is, massively.
I've got a story someone told me, and I can't remember whether they were solicitors or accountants. It's one of those two. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
A while ago. And they had a business meeting to pitch to this firm, this like techie startup firm.
Well, the solicitors did.
Yeah. And this firm was like, really trailblazing, doing a fantastic job, very Google-esque, and everyone who worked there was in like jeans and t-shirt, always dressed down, and kind of bean bags to sit on and all that kind of funky stuff. So the accountants or solicitors, whoever they were, like discussed it, like the pitch, how it was going to go and what they were going to do, and they said, right, we're going to go in like casual clothes.
Okay.
So they turned up to the meeting, this like group of solicitors or accountants, whatever they were, in jeans and polo shirts, because that's their equivalent of dressing down. And at the end of the meeting, the CEO of the company said, yeah, you've done a great pitch, really impressed with everything you say, but my only reservation is what you're wearing. I expect my solicitor or accountant or whoever they were, they provided me with a professional service. I expect them to dress accordingly. It's quite interesting because you'd expect someone like that to have quite a laid-back attitude.
Totally. And everyone is different like that. Do you know? And I've got a story as well. Like, one of the clients that I'm working with at the moment does financial services, and he's just got a really big client that is just boxed off at the moment. Multi-million-pound contract, multi-millionaire guy, and the IFA turned up to himself, being himself. I mean, he dresses smart all the time, so he always dresses smart, and he's got this little hang-up about his car. I mean, he's got a lovely car. It's not an old car, it's relatively new, but it's not a Mercedes or Porsche or anything like that. It's just a nice car. And
who's got a hang-up?
The guy, the IFA,
right?
The financial advisor. Yeah, he's got a bit of a hang-up about his car. And so he'd gone to this meeting with this multi-millionaire guy. He's been pitching him for ages, been chasing him for quite a period of time. Finally got to sit down in front of him. And at the end of the deal, the guy says, you know what, I'm giving you the business to you. And I said, I've got a lot of people what's been pitching me for the business, and I'm giving it to you. One, because you are a nice guy, and I know that you're going to do what you say, but also you've rocked up in here in your car and you've not got a big flash Merc. You've not got a big flash BMW or Mercedes or anything like that. So I'm giving you the business. And again, so you look at that and you think, well, that's the opposite scale of what you've just said. The story there.
Totally.
And I think the thing is what you've got to look at is, if you look for problems, it's like anything. If you look for problems in this area, if you think that wearing a suit is going to affect you, it will. if you think that going in jeans and a t-shirt is going to affect you, it will. If you think a flash car is going to make a difference to a deal, it will. And it's like anything, do you know, wherever you look for it, you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, another example of that is you've got the networking I go to. So the guy who set it all up, great guy, Brad Burton, tattoos, wears a t-shirt, looks like a tap out type t-shirt, you know, like the UFC style t-shirt. Wears his jeans. I can't go nowhere.
Okay.
Wears jeans and trainers and stuff, and he does seminars for big companies. You know, I mean, he does seminars for Bentley and Zero and JCB and stuff like this. But he does them in his t-shirt, in his jeans. Would he get more business if he approached them type of companies with a suit on? Possibly. But what he's got works for him. Do you know, it's working for him. And this is the thing, do you know, he's built a really successful networking company, 5,000 events a year. Does brilliant, and he wears jeans and t-shirt. Equally, you'll see other people who will be quick to judge, and they'll be saying, well, you should be wearing a suit. Would he get more business wearing a suit? Possibly might get a bit more business, but nothing that's going to be substantial, I wouldn't have thought. I think that it's about, as you said earlier, it's about understanding the situations, understanding the market, understanding the people.
Some people use kind of a suit as a way of kind of hiding behind, don't they?
Yeah. And
don't feel right unless they've got the suit on.
Unless they've got the suit on. And ultimately, it's about what you feel comfortable with. Do you know? Do you feel?
If it gives you more confidence, then go with a suit.
Do you feel more comfortable in a suit and professional, or can you pull the same attitude, deliver the same wearing just your jeans and t-shirt? And I think that's the ultimate question here is how you feel comfortable. Because one of the things that I work with people when I'm working through the sales training processes is that you need, when you're pitching a company or a client or prospect, whatever it is, you need them to want to hire you, not to take your services on, but to hire you as a person. That's what you want them to be. It's like, will you work for me instead? I don't want you to just be a service provider. I want you to work for me.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to be looking at doing, is if you can get them on board, sell yourself, it becomes irrelevant what you're wearing.
Yeah, totally.
But, and there's a but to all of this, is that the same for your business, for your brand, for your identity? And you know what? I think it's exactly the same. The same. I mean, because of the networking that I do, I've got a lot of networks through Sheffield and some of the areas beyond. And I know big companies, that's multi-million pound turnover companies, whose identity is just weak. Do you know, it's not got a really nice website, it's not got really nice literature, it's not got a really nice identity to its logo, its branding, but they make millions and millions of pounds.
Yeah, good point.
And I think that where we can get really hung up is trying to work towards perfection rather than just getting it done. And I know that this is something that me and my friend, you remember I've told you about him doing this 100 musicians challenge at the moment. So he's down in London doing this 100. Just in fact, rather than telling you the story again, CK Golding, have a look for him. Just look on Twitter or Facebook and use the hashtag 100 musicians, 100 being the number, and just watch his journey. It's absolutely wonderful. And this is an ongoing discussion that we've had before about agonising over the littlest thing. You know, spending way too much time, way too much energy, wasting time on things that's actually not really that massively important. It's important to you, but it's not important to everybody else.
Yeah.
Done is better than perfect. Get it out there, keep on pushing it forward, and keep on driving. Yes, it's better to have something that looks wonderful and has that continuity across all of the platforms that you use and the networks and online and everything as well, but ultimately get the business in, then worry about that stuff.
I think again it goes back to what kind of business you're in, doesn't it?
Yeah, but saying that, I mean, I know some solicitors, I've dealt with loads of solicitors over the years, and I know some solicitors who's really successful and their identity's incredibly weak.
I suppose. But again, it goes back to, would they be more successful if it wasn't?
That one's over to you. You decide. You decide. But no, I think that's the thing is, yes, it's nice to have a nice identity. Yes, it's nice to wear a nice suit. Yes, it's nice to feel comfortable. And I think ultimately that's the biggest thing that you have to come down to, is like I said earlier on, is you have to be comfortable with what you're wearing. You have to be comfortable with your company's identity. You have to be comfy and comfortable with the way that you present. Everything's about you being you. Be 100% you.
Yeah, because otherwise you just end up getting into a mess, don't you?
Massively. So, final thought?
Final thought, find your identity and stick with it.
I'll use that one as well.
Oh,
No,
my final thought.
Final thought.
Octopuses and zebras make giraffes.
No, not what you said. My final thought is be 100% you. Be 100% you.
That's pretty much what I said.
No, but I was saying, you said it because I said it first.
No.
You did.
No.
Be 100% you. If you feel comfortable in jeans, trainers and a t-shirt, then wear that. If you feel comfortable in a suit, wear that. If you feel comfortable with the identity of your company or the company that you're representing, then that's cool as well. You know, but be 100% you. That's the only way that'll work. Try it. Have a great day. Go and be you.